Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to today is Monday, June 20th. Seeing here we are back in shop working. Had some errands to run today before I got here. I got something stupid to tell you. I'm gonna put you over here and I'm gonna show you. Right here. And I want to show you what I did. This is to one of my air gauges. This is the air hose, one of my tools that I bought for the injection, the fuel injection, for setting the air. I don't even know what it's called. For setting the air on the idle, airflow. Anyway, so it came like this. I went to go put it on there, and it was way too big. So I thought this was all a swivel thing here, right? So I don't know if I had a couple errands to run over there anyway. I was worried about Fletcher, Florida Avenue. And I went into United Speed World. And I said to the guys, like, can I help you? I said, yeah, hey, I want to take this down to a 6. Because that's what fits on the fuel fitting going into the barrel valve, the intake, into the distribution block, a 6. So he looks at it and he goes, there you go, you got a 6. Gotta love it. Anyway, I did not know that. So, when we get it all put together, I got the valves, everything to hook up to it, and get it hooked up to the air, get it ready. And then I got to set that intake. I got all the last time I ran it, I didn't have anything set on it. I didn't know anything about it at the time. I still don't know much, but I know enough now to get myself into trouble, but this is usually what'll happen. But anyway, now that I know a lot more about it than I did a month ago, now I've got the tools to do what I need to do. So this goes, of course, obviously into the tool, into the gauges, and I've got the stuff to get the gauges set up and ready to roll. So that was today's chore, to get that gauge going, and then I need to set that, and then we'll be good. It should be ready. I'm not gonna take the engine out, do what I gotta do. I'll just do one more race. If Shane will run it like that, if he wants to, he can. If he doesn't want to, that's fine, I'll run it. I got a new torque ball. It's one of the packages that I need to open. Came in. Also, we're gonna unbox another thing that I'll show you. Of course, we know that case right there was a new mag, and then a new oil pan gasket, and another new oil pan gasket. Anyway, in here we have a brand new lightened Eagle crankshaft, 4340 steel. Finally was able to get one. It's been on back order forever. I'm not sure just yet. And the one under it that I got is another stock crank, 3.48 stroke for stock. Same crankshaft as this one here in this street motor. This is 3.48. It's a brand new crank. Ow, 3.48. Well, what was going on with that, but anyway. And balanced, internally balanced. Get the flywheel and the dampener on there. Everything will be balanced. So that's a brand new one. Anybody looking for an engine for their hot rod, show car, here we go. Got one right here. I'm hoping later today. As you can see, oh, excuse my fingers in the way. Oh my gosh. Anyway, as you can see, it's internally balanced, so we're all good. I've got all the rods and bearings and all the rods in that pin grade oil box right there. All ready to rock and roll. This is for a different engine. These are 30 over. These are stock bore. This one's going to be stock bore. Cylinders were good in this engine. Cylinders were good. Got them home, cleaned up good. Believe it or not, they were good. They were round, so no need. As you see, I got the cam in it. Just stock cam, nothing radical. I just need to get it put together. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do for heads just yet, but I think I'm going to probably go to Clearwater Head, and I think he said he had a set of heads there ready to go. So give him a few days, get them ready to go. Didn't say anything about trading. I have no heads to trade in. I have no heads here except for my aluminum ones. Got a set of aluminum ones on there, and a set of aluminum one on the other car. Those are cast iron over there, per rules. Heavy as hell, as you could imagine. I did a little trick. It worked. I don't know if anybody else did. I'm sure people are smart enough to do what I did. But when I built that engine, when I put those heads on there, those heads were so heavy for me because I'm used to these aluminum ones. Aluminum ones easy to handle. Anyway, so what I did was I took some used studs, 2 of them, 1 on each side, obviously, and 2 on each side. But anyway, and I guided them down on that. That way I didn't have to try to hold it and put a head bolt in it, because that is head bolts, not head studs. One of the reasons I do that is because I can seal the water jackets a lot better with the head bolts, because all the head bolts on that engine are wet and they need sealed properly, and that's what I do. And I use the 180,000 pound ARP. They work great. That's what I have in my 700, 650, whatever it is, 650 horsepower engine. They work great. This one's putting out 430. I got same type of head bolts in it, and it works just fine. People can argue with me about it all day long, and the proof's right there. Anyway, so now that I got this and I can put my tool together, there's my tool. I've got to, that hose goes there, on this end, and then I got to put this together, and then that way I can plug in my air compressor to it when I'm ready to set it. I have no idea what it's set at, but what I do know is when I was racing it at East Bay, when I got it out there in East Bay for the Winter Nationals, the idle, when you stomp on it, it just hung up a little bit. So Mr. Stan Butler, who is one of the wisest on sprint cars that I know, told me that my butterflies were loose. So the other person that helped me, who shall remain nameless for now, told me how to set them, what to set them at. I did that, and then also came over and helped with the asphalt car to set that intake and show me, basically train me on how it works. Too bad I had too much trash, but when there was no trash in the nozzles, it ran great. And that's my motor, my motor in that car that I built. Anyway, that one runs really good. I just didn't get no RPM in the wintertime. I had like 4,100, that was it, because of the gearing wrong, but the gears that are up there on the fuel tank are the ones going in for the 25th. So we're gonna turn it up, since it's broke in a little bit. We're gonna turn up a wick on it Saturday night, and I don't know, like I said, if Shane drives it, that's great. If not, I'll get in it, we'll see what it'll do. We'll see how many times I can spin out, right? Anyway, as you can see, clean up. Clean up a lot. I got to get those fuel out of that other car once I start working on the blue car. I'm not sure what's going on with these gears. I don't even know how they got there. I got to figure out what they are and get them marked, put them in a box. There's one thing about gears, one of the mistakes you make. I ordered 3 sets of gears from Shane, Butler Speed and Supply, and From Keith. Anyway, so it worked out good. Anyway, so I come back and I'm marking the boxes, and I got the plastic boxes and stuff, you know, and I found out I ordered a set I already had. I wonder how many others have done that. Anyway, we're gonna do a few more things here. I'm not real sure in what order, but then I'm gonna get the other boxes out, unbox a few more things. It's pretty cool. You get new stuff. Anyway, here's my bearing collection going on here. And some piston rings. Got some sealed power. Got some stock ones. Those I put in there. Those pistons and rods are all ringed up, marked, ready to go. Cylinders. I got another set of rings somewhere. I guess these are rings. I think these are rings also. Cam bearings, Zerobon. My dart bearings down there. Head gaskets. Got several different pair. Got some fittings coming. I just threw them over here for now. Anyway, my old seat belts. I don't know what you do with them. Just throw them away. You know, it's like so weird to just throw them away. Anyway, so now what I'm gonna do is this table's going to get cleaned up and organized. I bought a bench vise. I also got a bench grinder. I got a wire wheel for it, so I'm gonna change that. Get it up here on the table. Get my vise mounted right here so I can put my my connecting rod vise on it. Make things a lot easier rather than holding them by hand. I tell you, I did that on a different engine. Oh, on that engine actually. That engine's built. I'm gonna tell you, that engine right there can handle 1,000 horsepower. It won't put out 1,000, but it's got parts in it for 1,000. Got 4340 steel crankshaft. I'm not gonna tell you stroke. Got a H-beam, Eagle H-beam connecting rods. Got Icon 20 over pistons. It's 20 over. Legal. Everything's legal. Top Gun legal. Flat tops with valve reliefs per rules. It's got the world heads, the spec number that's in the rules. Cast iron. I didn't do anything. Just had the shop check them out, make sure the valves were all good to go, and they were. And just put them on the engine. Got a mag. I bought a new mag for it. Well, not new. I'm sorry, new to me. I decided to go with a stock water pump position rather than we're allowed to put one at the bottom. But I decided to go stock location with the pulleys. Got the pulley system on it. Of course, it was 30 degrees when I ran it. Also, it was 30 degrees outside, so of course I got no temperature whatsoever. Very inexperienced at this type of an engine to you know. And anyway, when I was out on the dirt, I was lost. I didn't like it. All I did was spin out. If anybody saw it, sorry about that. I'm embarrassed. We didn't get it on video because I didn't have anybody that was capable, competent enough to run a video. But I think I'm going to have somebody here on the 25th that night for us. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really am. So that'd be pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to talk enough. I'm going to pause it for now. I'm going to get a few things done, and then we'll be back. Hold tight. We're going to unbox some things again. Some new presents. I see you short. Okay, we're back. A little update on what's going on for the day. So I touched up the black on this, try to make it a little shinier. A little dull to me. Anyway, we'll let it dry. I got the fan pointed to it. Let it dry a little bit. Then I'm going to get the plugs in. I'll hang it in there, do the ones on the back. No big deal for that. And we'll start getting the pistons in. So, let's start unboxing a few things. That's what I got last night. Ooh, the timing chain. Nice. Big single. Oh, there's somebody over here. Anyway, that's the box. I'm opening up. Oh, it looks open already. Oh, somebody over here. Those people are gone. A lot of traffic in and out of this place. It's nice. I like it. Security. A lot of eyeballs. A lot of eyeballs. So what I did too was I put my air gauges together. That one's ready to rock and roll. That's for setting your idle, your intake. This one here, I got to get another piece to go here to put one of these on, so I can use this hose for both. This is for setting. This will be for setting the pop off on a high-speed bypass. So now that I know how to do all this, I'll do it myself. Anyway, we'll let this dry for a few minutes, grab a bottle of water. I may start taking that one apart. I don't know yet. We'll see. Well, there you go. Next time you see that, we'll have progress. See you soon. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna unbox stuff. See what we got. Stuff on the bottom store today. A new switch for the car. I got some short ones in there. There was a longer one. When I bought that one, I only had the short ones. I like the long ones better. So I'll put that in there. Anyway, let's see what we got in here. That's the fuel line. Pavement. Let's see if that braided line in the inside of it's messed up. If it's not messed up, I'll reuse it. Just save this. I need it. Big deal. If somebody needs it to track or whatever, maybe I'll have it with me. I'm not a parts seller, but if you need something at the track, check with me. It's not anybody else. We like to help everybody when we can, and I may have what you need. Never know. Never know. Anyway, we got no box in the truck. Device. Workbench. That's going to go over here. See what's in the front seat of my truck? Do you see it? I don't know if you can see it. See if you can see it. You might not be able to see it. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you what I'm not going to tell you what it is. Yeah. You might know what it is. I can see it. know what this is. In case you saw it, I'm going to see that you didn't see it. Look at this. What's this? What's the side? Eagle connecting rods. Stickers. More stickers. Sealed up the package. You can't even get them out. Yeah. Well, swinging. Don't give you no figures. You know what you're doing. You know what they are. You know how big they are. Anyway, this is for the new build that I'm looking at doing. I'm not real sure exactly if they're going to go in that yellow block or if they're going to go in that dark block. Got another set of connector rods for the dark block. When I bought the engine that came with it, until we dig into it. I'm not really sure yet what we're going to do. But in case everything in there is still good, all the tolerances work out, and this is going to build a new 360 over here on the yellow one, I believe. I just got to do some work on it. I know what the bore is already. That's what I need. Let's see what's next. I don't know if these over here are the crankshaft. Everything together. What do we have here? I open these up, make it a little easier. I didn't look inside, but I think I know what this is. Packing paper. Oh man. Woo. Check it out. Gosh. Brand new. 30 old. Boom. Those beauties. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to start weighing these bad boys. This. Love it. That's power right there. That's power. Beauty. Love it. Alright. You're salivating. Ruler. Ooh. Put these back where they belong. That's a low set. How many spirals are there? I have a whole set. I have 32 spirals over there. I bought in anticipation. I'm not sure what I can give you. This piece. So, come and watch them up. We'll find out. Jade-Stone. Expensive. Ooh, expensive. Da 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 da. Yikes. What's that for? Let's see what else we have. Something else. Oh, rings too. Didn't know that. They come with rings. There's the stickers. Walkies through supposed to be racing. Jay, eat this piece. Walking through supposed to be racing his products. That's pretty cool. Okay, each. That's what I was wondering right there. Wholesale spiral locks. Looks like there's only 16 of them. I use double. Go to fingertips, but I got tools and I know how to do the second one. I already got a lot of practice at it. Okay. This is these are the oil ring support rails. That's it. Reason why that's all I put in there. I didn't order rings with it. I have a whole set of high performance stuff over there. Anyway, about that brand new set of pieces. Loving it. Can't wait to get something put together. Cannot wait. Those over there by the neck garage. If y'all do any of your own engine work, your watches, when they get to the spiral locks, when you're putting the rods and pistons together, you never have any trouble, or if you already know what you're doing, that's great. You got two easy ways to get the double spiral locks in there. And one is, yes, using a tool, which really makes it easy. And then the other is using a method where you spread it out like you're using the tool, and then you just use a little tiny screwdriver, and it really makes it easy. So what we got in here? Lots of stuff. Got some shirts for some people that want me to make some shirts for them. Colors. Also blue for asphalt. And this looks like green for the dirt car. I don't know if you guys have seen what I've made. Well, I don't have anything made yet. I thought I had them with me. Tape measure. That is one box. The other one I have. Oh, this is for you stick this in the I got to put a valve on here, and this is for when you're working on the heads on the engine, keep the valves pumped up. So we'll get that together and ready in case I need it. So I want to do some valve spring work on the other engine, but I think I'm going to tear it down all the way and work on the heads off the engine, and then the valve spring work that way. Valve springs, I believe, are good on that asphalt engine, but I think there's something better that I can do to it. In case I want to, once I rebuild it, I want to try to turn it 8,000 RPM. Right now, I'm doing it to 7,100 on the asphalt car, but after I get it rebuilt, once I check, see how everything performed, over the last few races that I've had it. As long as everything looks good, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it up, see what happens. It's just for keeping the valves up. Just send in the spark plug hole. Look at one right over there. I tape it up, build it up, and then that's for putting the airline onto it. Keep the valves up and take valve springs off. A lot of heads on the motor. All the tricks. Invoices, magazines. Now, I had a little issue on the dirt farm. I didn't really know what it was at the time. Now I know what it was. I have a problem. You may have seen another video where I told you what Shane came over to the shop one day, and he was looking at the engine, and he noticed something that I didn't. Stupid. We talked for a second. He told me what his dad did. I said, you know what? I can do this. So I hung the engine there. We went to ground. Got it put together. First night out, had a little issue. Turned out my torque ball on the inside, in between your ankles, was the smaller version, and the back of the crankshaft was hitting it. It wasn't letting it turn. solution to that was to either use washers and move it back out of the way, which is what it did, or get the bigger one, which I have now. So when that engine does come out, on the back of it, take more off the crankshaft and that lip, whatever the hell you want to call it, and then install this on the inside after I get it apart. Hopefully we'll be done. No more issues. I also got two plugs. I broke at Auburndale. Some of you may have known they were there. I broke the wrench hex off of the fill plug for the rear end. I changed the gears, put everything back together. Went to go take the fill plug out, put oil in, and that knob on there broke. If Danny Miller sees this, he can laugh about it. It was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. And he was like, yep, now you broke it. So nobody has spare, not even Shane. But I tell you, don't laugh at JB Weld, because I mixed up little JB Weld. Shane had a plug that usually goes somewhere on the front of the engine. I'm not sure what it was for, but the plug was barely fitting there with some JB Weld built up in there a little bit. I put it in there. So anyway, so I went back over after I did that. I went back over to Shane's parts trailer, and I said, hey, it don't really fit in there very tight, but it's in there right now, and whatever. Well, anyway, Shane's dad asked him, Stan said, what are you talking about? Shane told him. Stan run over there, run over the car. I didn't know he was going over my car. He runs over my car, and he checks it, and he comes back, and he says, what are you talking about? I said, well, I'm like, well, let's put that red plug. He said, that red plug seal is not what. So what'd you do? I said, well, I mixed a little JB Weld. So after we had a good laugh, believe it or not, I ran like that the whole night at Auburndale, no leaks, no problem. But obviously I can't leave it like that. I never get the plug out. So anyway, so I bought two, one used, one extra, just in case. But I don't like these things at all. That thing's like hollow aluminum, and if I would have known that could have happened, I would have probably replaced it with something better. I don't know if these are better, but this is what's going to go in once I get it out. So what I'm going to have to do, a little tip, y'all, if you ever have this issue, I can drill 2 holes and thread bolts in there, and then use a pry bar to bring it loose and get it out and throw it away. 2 more of those. This is a gear chart. I need a gear chart because I need to not order duplicate gears, like I said earlier. Extra rear end gasket for 2 now. Gear boxes, store my gears in. Look at those. Oh, I have another. Valve spring tester. Little caps for rear end because I lost one. Let's fit in. Go in that other box in front of you. And Hastings piston rings. That is for pistons I showed you. That's what these are for. I know I've ordered some. I thought I showed you. Y'all hear that thunder out there? Pouring down rain somewhere. And one last, with the building tool that I got. It's in this box. I don't know who I bought it from. Well, I shop them every now and then, Speedway Motors. They have a lot of sprint car stuff. not advertising for them, not paid. But sometimes, you know, like I said yesterday, I wish everything I could get from local, but it's not possible. And I get it. It's a lot of money. I understand. A lot of money to try to carry what somebody may need tomorrow, or on Saturday night for inventory. It's a lot of money, and I don't expect anybody local to have that kind of an inventory. That's a lot of money. You know, I always thought that, you know, there could be some similarities, a lot of similarities. There kind of are, and there aren't in sprint cars. I guess that's normal. Maybe go-karts too it was, I just don't remember. Back when I was running go-karts, I bought pretty much every part I needed from Henry Albert. And I don't know, it's almost like he had a knack for knowing what people wanted and what he could sell, and that's what he stocked. And it was pretty good. I can't remember, once I got started, Lenny that you know from Classic Corvettes, is the guy that I started buying my go-kart parts from the very beginning. Until I met Henry, didn't really know Henry until I got started. And then realized that, you know, Henry had everything. And Lenny had a lot of parts, but he wasn't a parts guy. He would just sell me what was used, and I saved money. And it was good. It was good stuff. No complaints at all. But anyway, it's hard to find that with a sprint car. We try. I try. They try. So anyway, bought a new tool. Bought me a new Battle Warriors. Watch the videos, learn how to use it. I also have my chronometer. A bunch of good, nice tools. The engine. And on that note, we'll see you in a little bit. We'll start making a little bit of progress. Oh, you know what I don't have? What are my ring tools? Listen, I thought I ordered them. Hoping they're on back order. Anyway, we'll try to find them. See you in a bit. Okay, everyone. We got a little bit done. Today. Got it covered up. Call it a day. It's 9 o'clock at night. Got some cleaning up done anyway. Got a little bit done. Checked out some. Now I know why I have the different numbers of the things over there. So please like and subscribe. We appreciate it. We love our subscribers. We appreciate it. Subscribe, that way you get notification when I post a new video. So that's cool. All right, good night, y'all. See you tomorrow.